Okay, so you ready to do this again? I mean, I'm still reeling from yesterday, man. Like, my bracket's busted, but my stomach might be even worse.
I hear you. The mozzarella stick aftermath is real. But hey, we're back for more. More madness to dissect. More picks to make. You know how we do.
That's right. Friday morning, March 21st, 2025. And we are diving headfirst into another day of NCAA tournament action.
Deep dive number 2, straight from the source.
Rudy's Bar and Grill in Homewood. You know, the usual spot. But let me tell you, getting this intel was, well, it was an experience.
I'm sensing a story here.
Oh, it's a story, all right. It starts with me. 7:45 a.m., Crown Point. I'm practically a zombie, desperately need coffee. And then I see this minivan rolling up. It's Dave. And I swear it looked like he was driving a mobile command center for March Madness.
Dave and his stats. A classic combination.
Dude, it was like Rain Man, but with brackets. I kid you not, he's got printouts covering every inch of that van. I'm talking seats, dashboard, even hanging from the rearview mirror. And he's already talking about, get this, adjusted offensive efficiency before he even puts the van in park.
You got to admire the dedication, though, right?
Oh, the dedication was off the charts. But wait, it gets better. Next up, Costco. Now I'm thinking, okay, we're stocking up on snacks, maybe some beverages for the watch party, but no. Dave had a different agenda.
Let me guess. Highlighters. Legal pads, maybe a whiteboard or two.
You're getting warm. Picture this. Mountains of highlighters, enough to color code every single stat in existence. Legal pads stacked to the ceiling. And then the crown glory. 144 mozzarella sticks.
144.
You heard that right, 144. And I asked him why. You know what he said? We need to be prepared if this goes into overtime.
As if those mozzarella sticks are going to fuel some epic bracket analysis session.
I'm telling you, the man's a legend. But the peak was Hooters. 10:30 in the morning, we walk in, and Dave, laser-focused, starts moving tables around, muttering about bracket flow optimization.
Bracket flow optimization? That's a new one.
I know, right? And then a waitress comes up to him, bless her soul, and asks if he needs help. And Dave, without missing a beat, looks her dead in the eye and says, "No, man, I work for Destiny." I almost choked on my orange juice.
I can't believe I missed all this, though maybe it's for the best. My sanity might not have survived.
Seriously. But hey, we survived, fueled by questionable food choices and some seriously intense bracket breakdowns. And now we're going to share the wisdom right here, right now.
Time to break down Saturday's games. Let's give the people what they want. Picks, analysis, the whole 9 yards.
All right, let's get to it. First up, we got Baylor versus Mississippi State. And let me tell you, this one's a no-brainer. Baylor money line. Hammer it. Done. See, Mississippi State trying to score on Baylor. It's like trying to teach a cat to do calculus. It ain't happening.
Well, that's certainly a colorful analogy. You're not wrong. Baylor's defense is a force to be reckoned with. And their offensive efficiency, it's through the roof. Mississippi State just doesn't have the firepower to match up.
Exactly. Baylor's got this one in the bag. Now, Alabama laying 22.5 against Robert Morris. 22.5. This isn't a game. It's a public execution. Bama's going to drop 100 on these guys. I mean, Robert Morris, bless their hearts, they're like the Washington Generals of this tournament. They're just here to make Alabama look good.
Okay, maybe tone down the hyperbole a bit. But yeah, the talent gap here is enormous. Alabama's offense is a machine, and Robert Morris's defense, well, let's just say it's going to be a long night for them. Laying that many points in March could be risky, but I'm with you on this one. Alabama should cover.
They're going to cover by halftime. Next up, we got Lipscomb versus Iowa State. The over-under is set at 142.5. And let me tell you, this one's going to be a track meet. Take the over. These two teams play defense like they're allergic to it. Lipscomb can shoot the lights out, and Iowa State's going to press them into oblivion, forcing turnovers and fast break points galore.
I see your point. Both teams love to push the pace. Lipscomb's offense is predicated on fast breaks and three-pointers, and Iowa State's aggressive defense can create a ton of those opportunities.
It's going to be a fireworks show, baby. Over by at least 5 points.
Over it is. Next game, Memphis versus Colorado State. This one's a bit trickier.
Yeah, this one's got me thinking. I'm leaning towards Memphis, though. Penny Hardaway's got those veteran guards, and in March, experience matters. Plus, there's something about Memphis, man. They got that grit, that swagger.
Grit and swagger. Love it. Colorado State's a good team, no doubt. But I agree, Memphis has that something extra, that killer instinct. They've been battle-tested all season, and I think they'll pull this one out.
Memphis money line. Let's ride.
Next up, we've got Duke versus Mount St. Mary's, and the total is set at 140.5. Okay, I'm not even going to sugarcoat this one. Take the over. Duke's going to score 90 points by themselves. Mount St. Mary's might chip in a few, but this is all about Duke's offensive firepower.
Easy money. Duke's going to be raining threes all night long. Mount St. Mary's is just along for the ride.
A very high-scoring ride. Okay, moving on. St. Mary's laying 4.5 against Vanderbilt. Hmm.
4.5. That's disrespectful. St. Mary's is a well-oiled machine. They play smart, they play tough, and they always seem to find a way to win in March. Vanderbilt, they're fun to watch, but they're about as consistent as Chicago weather.
I like the weather analogy. And you're right, St. Mary's is known for their discipline and consistency. They don't beat themselves. Vanderbilt, on the other hand, can be prone to turnovers and defensive lapses. I'm taking St. Mary's to cover.
Cover. They're going to win by double digits.
We shall see. Next up, UNC laying just 1.5 against Ole Miss. 1.5. Seriously, this line is a joke.
I know, right? Armando Bacot's going to have a field day against Ole Miss. They have no one to stop him. He's going to eat them alive down low.
Bacot's size and strength are a huge advantage for UNC. Ole Miss simply doesn't have the size to match up. I'm with you. This line feels like a lift. UNC should cover easily.
Easily is an understatement. All right, Grand Canyon getting 10.5 against Maryland. This one's interesting.
I'm intrigued, too. Grand Canyon's a tough, well-coached team. They play hard, they rebound well, and they're not afraid of anyone. And Maryland, they've been inconsistent all season. Laying double digits in March is always risky.
Risky is an understatement. Grand Canyon's got upset potential written all over them. I'm not saying they're going to win outright, but they'll keep it close. Take the points.
I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, now we're getting to the really big spreads. Florida laying 28.5 against Norfolk State. Woof.
If Florida plays their potential, this could get ugly. We're talking a 40-point blowout, maybe even worse.
Florida's talent level is significantly higher. It wouldn't be shocking to see them dominate this game.
Blowout alert. Buckle up, folks. Kentucky laying 11.5 against Troy. Kentucky's big men are going to have a feast in this one. Troy's front court is going to be completely overwhelmed.
Yeah, Kentucky's size and athleticism are a mismatch for Troy. They should control the paint on both ends of the floor.
Control. They'll own it. Next, Marquette laying 3.5 against New Mexico. I'm riding with Shaka Smart on this one.
Smart's a great coach, and his teams always seem to overachieve in March. Marquette's a tough, scrappy team, and I think they'll find a way to cover.
They're going to do more than cover. They're going to win.
We'll see. All right, Akron getting 14.5 against Arizona. This feels like a lot of points.
It is a lot of points. Arizona's a powerhouse, no doubt, but Akron's not going to back down. They're a veteran team. They play hard, and they'll make Arizona earn every basket. I'm taking the points.
Akron's a solid team, and 14.5 is a big spread. It's certainly possible they keep it within that margin.
Possible. It's probable.
Moving on. UConn laying 5.5 against Oklahoma. What's your take on this one?
UConn's a beast. Plain and simple. They're efficient, they're balanced, and they just know how to win. They're my pick to win it all, and I think they'll cover this spread with ease.
UConn's a formidable opponent. They're a very well-rounded team.
Formidable. They're unstoppable.
Next game, Xavier getting 3.5 against Illinois. This feels like a toss-up to me.
I agree. This one could go either way. It's going to be a close game, probably coming down to the wire. But I'm taking the points with Xavier. They've got a knack for pulling off upsets.
It's a close one to call. But taking the points with a solid Xavier team is a reasonable strategy.
Reasonable and potentially lucrative. All right, Michigan State and Bryant. The over-under is 152.5. Tom Izzo in March. You know what that means. Grind it out, baby. Under all the way. This game is going to be a defensive slugfest.
Michigan State's style of play is all about slowing the game down, playing tough defense, and grinding out wins. They rarely get involved in high-scoring affairs, especially in March. Izzo's teams are notorious for their defensive intensity.
Notorious is the right word. Under, under, under.
Last but not least, we've got Liberty moneyline against Oregon. Upset alert.
This is it, folks. This is the one I've been waiting for. Liberty's got a real shot to pull off the upset here. They can shoot the lights out. They're disciplined. And Oregon. Well, Oregon's been known to choke in March.
Liberty is a dangerous team, especially if their shots are falling. And Oregon, while talented, has shown some vulnerabilities. This could be a very interesting game.
Interesting. It's going to be epic. Liberty's going to shock the world.
Fueled by coffee and the ghost of mozzarella sticks past.
I still can't believe those mozzarella sticks. Man, what was Dave thinking? Anyway, if you're tailing our picks, good luck. But remember, gamble responsibly and don't bet more than you can afford to lose. March is unpredictable, so be prepared for anything. And if you're in the Homewood area and looking for some post-work hoops action, swing by Rudy's. I'll be there, likely still trying to decipher Dave's bracket matrix and reliving the glory of our Costco adventure.
Huge thanks to Dave and Aaron for, well, everything. We'll be back for round 2, armed with more picks and hopefully a slightly healthier digestive system.
Round 2. Can't wait. So as you fill out your brackets, think about it. Which of these picks has the potential to be the real Cinderella story? The one that busts everyone's bracket and makes you a legend in your office pool? The madness is far from over.
Enjoy the games, everyone.